Yo, what is going on, everyone? My name is Nick, or the Notorious Fantasy, and in today's video, we are going to be going over the Monday Night Football matchup and how it affected fantasy football, and overall my thoughts on the game as a whole. Before I get into it, though, I'd like to ask that if you guys do, at any point inside of this video, end up having a great time, you end up enjoying, to please make sure to hit that subscribe button, because not only is it free, I put out content every single day to help you guys win that 2020 Fantasy Football Championship. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The game, the Los Angeles Chargers fall in L here to the New Orleans Saints 27-30. Now, this game was really a tale of two halves. The first half of the game, the LA Chargers bent the New Orleans Saints over the counter and were fucking them like a stepmom inside of a laundry machine or something when she gets stuck, something like that. So with that said, the New Orleans Saints ended up crawling back into this game, getting it to overtime, and ended up eating a W Jameis Winston style. Now, I want to know, real quick in the comments, what do you guys think Taysom Hill owns of Sean Payton's? Do you think he's blackmailing Sean Payton with some weird picture of him and some other woman? Maybe he's cheating on his wife or something, because I have no fucking idea why in the hell Taysom Hill is in the game in these clutch situations. Now, I understand Drew Brees hasn't looked all that good the last couple of games so far this year, but geez, why the fuck are you using Taysom Hill third down, games on the line? Let me put in Taysom Hill. It just makes really no sense to me. But hey, they ended up winning. Drew Brees, 33 for 47 for 325 yards, one touchdown and one INT, and his yard average per pass was 6.9. Very nice for Mr. Drew Brees. Taysom Hill, 0 for 1 in the pass catching game, but 3 for 13 and one touchdown in the rushing game. Drew Brees also rushed in a touchdown, 1 for 1 and one touchdown in the rushing game. So Alvin Kamara did not put up the greatest game, 11 for 45 in the rushing game, as well as 8 for 74 in the receiving game. Obviously, still a pretty solid game, but not what you would expect out of Alvin Kamara. You typically expect him to score, considering he scores pretty much every single game, and he was held out of the end zone in this one, which was quite sad. Honestly, I really thought he was going to end up scoring, but I don't know, it just never ended up happening. But he made one of the most clutch catches of that fucking game on the sideline. The guy makes a catch that was miraculous, ends up leading the Saints to be able to win the game later by forcing the game to go into overtime. For the receiving game, Emmanuel Sanders ate the Chargers' ass for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and dessert, because this game was at night. 12 for 122 and no touchdowns, though, in this game. Emmanuel Sanders proves to be the number one guy there, I guess, when Michael Thomas isn't there, but sometimes it's Traquan Smith, 2 for 8, so it's very hard to understand when Michael Thomas is gone, which guy is going to light it up on a weekly basis. Jared Cook scores the lone receiving touchdown, 2 for 52 and one touchdown on that 41-yard bomb from Drew Brees. So the Saints put up a solid game, but at the beginning of the game, they were looking like I wanted Jameis to fucking play because of how bad Drew Brees was looking at the beginning of the game. Now, when we look at Justin Herbert, the pervert, I was going to dub him Horsecock Herbert if they won this game, but they ended up losing. Still, excellent game from Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert right now may be even better than Joe Burrow. Now, I think Joe Burrow has more promise for the future, but man, oh man, does Justin Herbert look like a fantastic pick at the 6th pick of the draft for the Los Angeles Chargers. 20 of 34 for 264 and 4 total touchdowns in this game. Now, trouble in paradise for the Los Angeles Chargers running backs. Justin Jackson, 15 of 71, right? 5 for 23 in the receiving game. Joshua Kelly, 1 for 9 in the receiving game, 11 for 29 in the rushing game. Is this a true trouble in paradise scenario in LA, where we're not going to know which running back to start on a weekly basis? Justin Jackson, a guy that I was really off of. I thought Joshua Kelly was the guy. Turns out, psych, that's the wrong number. Fucking Justin Jackson hit me with the 1-2 Mayweather and almost KO'd me in this game because he actually played quite well. He's definitely a guy that we're going to be talking about in the waiver wire video tomorrow. Joshua Kelly, again, 11 for 29, so not a great game out of him. Mike Williams, though, out of the depths, fucking the guy slams his cock right onto the table, 5 for 109 and 2 total touchdowns on 8 targets. Guy comes into the game banged up, absolutely dominates, leaves the game banged up. Not too sure about his health after the game. Speaking of health, Keenan Allen ends up hurting his back, I believe, in this game, 2 for 29 and 1 touchdown. So if Keenan Allen does miss for the future, Mike Williams is an excellent pickup for fantasy football. May have been dropped because of his low production in the last couple of weeks due to injury. Now, this guy's eating W's like the guy on the other team, famous Jameis Winston. Hunter Henry, disappointing game, but ends up finding the touchdown. So, not as disappointing, 4 for 23 and 1 total tug for him. Overall, this Chargers offense looks very good. To me, Justin Herbert can be a starter on a weekly basis. I really was not thinking he'd play all that great in this game. I thought that maybe the Saints would score more points and try to run out the clock, right, so that the Chargers didn't have as much time to throw the ball. Turns out the Chargers were really dominating a lot of the game, so Justin Herbert was able to throw the pigskin all over the goddamn yard and played quite well. For Drew Brees, I'm still very cautious of starting him, if I'm being honest with you. Didn't look all that great in this game, and he seems to have been struggling all season long. So Drew Brees, after having this game, if he scored a decent amount of fantasy points, which he did obviously because he rushed in for a touchdown and threw over 300 yards and 1 touchdown and 1 INT, I'd probably look to be trading him to any owner who wants him, because I just don't feel comfortable trusting him on a weekly basis. Alvin Kamara is going to be a guy that some people might be pissed off on, maybe able to buy him a bit low. But again, he got so many receiving yards that's not going to end up happening. Now, the real question is, what the fuck happened with Michael Thomas? Michael Thomas got into an absolute scrum after practice or during practice with his teammates, so who knows how many games he's going to be missing. I believe the Saints have a bye next week. Could be wrong. Could be the week after. But man, Michael Thomas, what the fuck is happening with him? Like, does he play? Because this is like, he should have played, but the team, like, fined him. They, like, suspended him a game for throwing hands. So, I don't know. I mean, the Saints just don't look as good without Michael Thomas. Maybe it's because Drew Brees' arm just really isn't there, and he can't throw deeper down the field, so he has to rely on the slant king, Michael Thomas, to catch, like, a 7-yard slant every single time. So, I don't really know. Overall, I thought this was a very good Monday night game. Very excited for tomorrow on Tuesday night, as long as the Tennessee Titans players don't get more of the Rona, that the Buffalo Bills take on the Tennessee Titans at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Let's get pumped. Let's get excited. Thank you guys all for watching this video. If you did end up enjoying, you ended up having a fun time listening about some Justin Herbert, the pervert jokes, horsecock Justin Herbert, what do you guys think about him? Because I think this kid may actually win the Rookie of the Year. My Joe Burrow bet might be complete and utter fraudulent. So thank you guys all for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Again, if you're new, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 10,000 subscribers. I want to hit it by the end of next week, potentially. I think that's about when, maybe not. If not that, we got to at least hit it before the end of week number 8 of the 2020 fantasy football season. I would really appreciate if you guys did that. I love the support I've been seeing. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys had a great night. I hope you guys came away eating some W's on Monday night. Have a great rest of your guys' day, and I'll see you beautiful bastards tomorrow with some more bangers of videos. Goodbye!